Have you or a loved one been arrested for assault in the second degree in Washington state? Are you just interested in what assault in the second degree is? If so, this is a video for you. My name is Lance Fryrear. I'm the owner of the law offices of Lance Fryrear. We've been defending people charged with crimes all throughout Washington state for more than 20 years. And in this video, I'm going to cover three things. One, what is assault in the second degree? How is it defined generally in plain talk, not in legalese? Two, what are some things that happen if you get arrested for assault in the second degree? And are you charged yet or not? Is your loved one charged yet or not? And that's important to know. And then most importantly, number three, so stay to the end, is how we could commonly defend assault in the second degree and what are some possible likely outcomes for someone charged with that. So I put out these videos for information to help the public. So if you find this useful, please please subscribe to the channel. And now I'll jump right into it. So assault in the second degree is a Class B felony in almost all cases, which means the maximum penalty is 10 years in prison. And there's standard ranges from, depending on your criminal history, from a few months to multiple years. And it's also what's called a strike offense. 3 strikes, 3 crimes of this nature, and you get mandatory life. So without getting into the details of the legal RCW, or Revised Code of Washington definition, think about assault 2 in 4 different circumstances. So number 1, intentional harm to somebody and the victim suffers stitches, or the victim suffers a broken bone. So those are 2 situations where it can be assault in the second degree. If it's you just punch someone and there's no stitches or broken bone, that would be assault in the 4th degree, which is a gross misdemeanor, 1 year maximum, no felony. Another time it could be assault in the second degree is use of a weapon. Using a weapon, a knife, pointing a gun can be assault in the second degree, things like that. And finally, and this is more and more common, it's a new addition to the law, it's strangulation. If somebody is strangled, that is assault in the second degree. And so that's a big question. What is strangulation? So moving on to the second thing I want to cover in this video, we've already covered sort of the lay person's terms of what assault in the second degree is. I want to cover if you get arrested for this, are you already charged with it? And most people who are looking for an attorney for an assault in the second degree might be calling for a loved one. Their partner just got arrested, their son or their daughter just got arrested, and they're in jail, and they think they've been arrested for felony assault. I need a lawyer immediately. Well, that may or may not be true. For felonies, police officers are not allowed to charge someone with the crime. And charge means fill out a criminal complaint saying you're officially charged. They can arrest someone for investigation of a crime, but they can't charge them. So just because you get arrested for investigation of assault 2 does not mean you'll be charged with that. The prosecutor basically has 3 court days, so not weekends or holidays, 3 court days to rush file a charge to keep someone in jail for investigation of assault 2. And the court rules say if they don't rush file the charge within 3 court days, the person arrested has to get released. And then it's important to realize if you do get released, if your loved one gets released, that doesn't mean it's over. It doesn't mean that the case is over, but it means that the prosecutor is now going to take their time in deciding whether or not to charge assault 2. And assault 2 has a 3-year statute of limitations, so this prosecutor has up to 3 years to make a decision. We have a separate video about what happens on a felony arrest. You might want to look for that. I explained in more detail, but I always want to clear up, just because you're arrested for assault 2 does not mean you'll be charged with assault 2. So moving on to number 3, and thanks for staying to the end. What are some defenses to assault in the second degree? Well, the most common assault in the second degree charge we see is strangulation. And so that's a tough charge for a prosecutor to prove. Did someone really lose air? Could they not breathe? Were they just being pushed away in the neck? So if the theory of assault 2, the arrest, is strangulation, that's uh, usually a better case to defend. There's more ways to avoid a felony. We don't want a felony because if we get a felony, we lose our right to vote, we lose our right to possess a firearm, and those are things we don't want. So that's one way to defend is look, the person wasn't strangled, they didn't lose consciousness. Another way to defend is self-defense. If you had to, punch someone and it broke their nose, which would be assault too, because of the broken bone. Um, why did you do that? Were you under imminent attack? Were you guarding someone else from imminent attack? And there's a difference between I got mad and retaliated, or I needed to do it to stop from being immediately or imminently attacked. It's another way that we can defend assault twos. If it gets a little bit rougher, then we can try to point out to the prosecutor, hey, you don't have any prior criminal history if that's the case. We could have someone do classes if alcohol was involved, maybe address that alcohol issue, and try to do things to avoid that really, really devastating assault in the second degree conviction, because it'll really, really harm a person's future. So if you found this helpful, I hope you have. Please like our channel. Please subscribe. And also, if you know someone in this situation, or if it's you in this situation and you think you need help, feel free to give our office a call. Again, my name's Lance Fryrear. I'm the owner of the law offices of Lance Fryrear. We've been defending people charged with assault too for more than 20 years. I was a prosecutor for 7 years also, so I know both sides. If you give us a call, we'll listen to what happened. If it makes sense, we'll set you an appointment, and we'll do everything we can. We'll be there for you. Thank you.